Today we are grooming Abby, the 12-year-old rough collie, and she is in rough shape. Let's see if we can get her nicely groomed today as quickly and as safely as possible. Okay, it's okay. It's okay, Abby. Because Abby is 12 years old, she's very arthritic. I can tell that she is extremely nervous about grooming. I don't think that she's matted. I think that she is very, very compacted and needs this coat blown out. But I am a little bit concerned about how she's going to manage grooming today with her age and mobility issues and anxiety. And I've been told that you're an escape artist. Girl, she is the tiniest rough collie I've ever seen. And I don't know if that's just because she is a properly bred rough collie. Maybe they're not supposed to be absolutely gigantic, or maybe it's just because she's a female. But every rough collie I have ever groomed has been very, very large. Okay, you're okay, good girl. This was a pleasant surprise. I thought I was going to have to groom you in the shower, and you fit in the bathtub, so that is beautiful. Good girl, good girl. We're gonna try to get this done quick. Please don't shake. I'm gonna get the camera very wet. There is a lot of brown stuff at the bottom of this tub, which I am starting to think is poop. First I thought it was dirt, but I think she might be pooping because she is so nervous. You're okay. You're okay, Abby. All right, so our first de-shedding. And now I am going to do some nasty critter. Good girl. Aww, you poor old lady. For those of you who don't know, I have started a podcast. It is called Talk Your Tail Off. It is available on all streaming platforms, and it has its own YouTube channel. If you guys are interested, we are talking everything dog. We're talking a little bit about me, my family, entrepreneurship, and content creation. So if you are interested in watching that podcast, I will leave the link below for you, and thank you in advance to those who subscribe. Okay, we're going to turn. And I found the poop. Okay. Poor dog. This will probably end up being a dog that poops on the table because of fear of the blow dryer, because she is so nervous. So what I will likely do is start drying her in the tub first, just in case she does poop. I can easily wash her down again. Because if I put her on the table and then she poops, it'll be a lot more difficult for me to clean her off, and it will be a lot more stressful for her because I will have to then move her to the tub. I have to do her face. Good girl. Well, where does all this poop keep coming from? I just don't get it. I don't see it by your butt. Okay. I really want to put conditioner on her because of the condition of her coat, but she is so unstable that I think the shorter the bath, the better for her. So instead of conditioning her, I'm just going to spray her down in a conditioning leave-in spray. She is just really, really unstable, and I don't think she can go through another whole condition and then fully rinse again. So we're going to leave it at that. Everywhere I look, I find more poop. I don't know if there's poop stuck to the bottom of her paws. Maybe she stepped in it and it hardened, and now that I am washing her, it's starting to come out. It just, I don't see it coming out of her butt, so I don't really know where it's coming from. I don't know. Yes, I'm going to towel dry you, but you have to stay in the shower. I'm going to put the belly band on her in the shower to help keep her standing for the dry. And today's groom is going to be all about doing the best I can without really pushing her past her limit. So if I think that she is getting extremely stressed out, then I'm going to stop. Okay, she is going to shed a ton of hair. I am not going to put my hat on because if I do, it's going to take me a minute and she's stressed. So we're going to do this without the hat for a second. I am going to be covered in hair, and hopefully you will be able to manage this. Okay, so Abby here is quite the liability. She is freaking out on the table just like she was freaking out in the tub. She's trying to get her head out of this noose, which she has succeeded in doing quite a few times already. She's panicking. My other option is to put her on the ground and follow her around with the dryer. The problem with that is that she has mobility issues and she is going to slip and slide, and then you have the risk of her tearing a ligament. So I really feel like there's no safe way to groom this dog. The owner was concerned about bringing her to a groomer, and I can see why. If she was well behaved, it would be a different story, but she is very stressed and doing everything that she can to stop this grooming. I'm going to try to turn the blow dryer on, see what I can do. If she flails, I'm going to put her on the ground, see what happens when I follow her with the dryer. If she's running around, slipping and sliding, I might have to clip her nails and call it a day today, unfortunately. This needs to get a little bit tighter because your little collie head keeps slipping out of it. She's also choking herself on this because she refuses to lean into it because it is long enough, but she's doing that on purpose because she doesn't want to be in it. She isn't perfectly dry, but I'm going to try to do her nails right now because they are very, very, very long. The owner said whenever she gets groomed, they don't get short enough, and my guess is that's because her quicks are probably fairly long. Yep. Please don't bite me. She did try to bite me earlier when I was putting the noose on her head. Good girl. So her nails are left long after grooming because her quicks are extremely long and her nails can't go any shorter. So even though they appear to be ridiculously long, they need to get clipped more often in order for them to be short enough. Surprisingly, she dries quite quick. Thank God, because this is hard on her. So I'm just going to do a little bit more drying with the smaller dryer, and then I will try to do some brushing if she allows it. Okay, Abby girl, you are almost done. I know. You are so stressed out. It's okay. Take off so little, and I just can't take off anymore without cutting her. More of this to make brushing a little bit easier. I am going to shave out some matting because she is far too old to be enduring all of this. I keep saying too old, but the right word to use is just too fragile. I know. Let me shave out some of this so that you don't have to endure all this crazy amounts of brushing, okay? You won't even notice. Good girl. Going underneath her like this just to help keep her more stable. She does have a lot of poop stuck in her paws, so that's why there was poop all over the bottom of the tub, not because she was pooping. I don't know, obviously she's walking maybe in her backyard and just stepped on it and it just got stuck. Clipping her nails and shaving out her pads is going to make it a lot easier for her to walk now, a lot less slipping. I wish that I could get her nails shorter, but they cannot go any shorter. If you look at her paws or her nails, it looks like you can take so much more off because there's a lot of white here, for example, before the pink. But if you look at the dot in the middle of her nail that I clipped, you could tell that her quick is still growing in that area, so it's just harder to see. So not all dogs you can clip their nails based off of where you see the pink start. Some of them have longer quicks. Hopefully you're okay for brushing. I'm just using the clipper to shave some of this hair off just to kind of thin out her coat because it's too thick and it's just going to get matted. But you won't be able to notice that I've shaved it. It's underneath that I've shaved, and I didn't shave right to the skin. I'm going to shave under here. They're not letting me do that very much. The undercarriage is not a nice spot to brush, so I'm trying to shave out as much of the tangles as I can so that it's not painful to brush the area for her. Good girl. I'm going to offer her a treat. I don't think she's going to take it. Nah, I didn't think so. You seem like you are too much of a princess to accept those kinds of treats. I'm sure you get fed human food from the table, and that is much better than a gross liver treat, eh? Okay. I am going to turn her around, finish brushing on the other side, and then she is done. She managed this a lot better than I thought she was going to in the beginning. So we will return with a completed dog. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe or follow button to support more complimentary grooms just like Abby's. I hope you enjoyed Abby's much needed transformation today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you again in a few days.